Hi guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to Love Tangle, where we are going to be continuing our surprise date with Nolan, the guy that you guys have all been waiting for. So let's see how it turns out. I stare into the vivid yellow mixture, the scent of fresh lemons filling my nose. Ryan parts with a smile, returning back to the counter. Shall we? Nolan picks up his glass and looks at me. Oh, cheers! I hurry to pick up my glass and clink it against his. Taking a sip, a perfect blend of sweet and sour tingles down my throat. It's delicious! It tastes so refreshing. Glad you like it. Thanks to how good it tastes, I find myself quickly gulping down the rest of my drink. Is work coming along well? Nolan, who is much further into his own drink, poses a sudden question. I like my work, and I think it has great purpose, but I'm not so sure about it going well. Having trouble with something? I wouldn't say trouble, just with having a different opinion than the guy who works on the Kaleido leopards with me. Sounds interesting, so what's your opinion? Well, it's not that interesting, but I briefly explained to him the argument Timo and I had the other day. We could work faster to save the leopards if we just had some common ground between us, but I'm losing confidence in my stance. Maybe Timo's right after all. I let myself gripe, the alcohol helping me to spill my emotions. Meanwhile, Nolan listens to me quietly. I thought he might criticize me, but he doesn't at all. Maybe he cares about animals more than I thought. When he lets me talk like this, it's so easy to start rambling on, and so I continue talking mostly to myself. Timo thinks the Animal Institute and rescue shelters are more for us than for the animals. Shelters? One of his eyebrows rises with interest. Yeah, there are so many animals that just can't find homes. The ones that can't often end up being sent off to research institutions. What's worse for the animals, a neglectful owner or being sent to one of those places? If they can live a happy life at an institution, that doesn't sound half bad. That's a big if. I've heard they use the animals for experiments, and the shelters know it too. They send them away knowing what will happen to them. Yeah. Nolan crosses his legs and touches his jaw thoughtfully. Then again, that's just what Timo says. I don't know how much of that is true. If it is true, that's very interesting. What part? You really think so? I wonder if Nolan's going to take Timo's side. I understand what he's saying, though. He's probably right, but I just don't like it. Why's that? Without the institutes or shelters, animals who are out there and need help will never get rescued. But if people respected and valued animals as they should, we wouldn't need to be around. Both ways are good for the animals, but only one is truly humane. And hence your difference of opinion. Right, but if we humans keep arguing, nothing will ever get done. That's why I'm so desperate to get on the same page with Timo. I let out a long sigh and gulped down the last of my drink. With that, Nolan flicks up his hand and another drink is brought to the table. Thanks. Nolan's such a good listener. It's nice to be able to talk like this and take a load off my chest. I wonder if he knew I felt stressed and invited me here. If so, that was really nice of him. I should use this chance to find out more about him. Ask about Nolan's relationship with Miguel, or ask if Nolan agrees with Timo. I don't think it'd be good to bring up Miguel. Let's ask if he agrees with Timo. Do you agree with Timo? Who knows what the right answer is? That's a debate for someone in your field. I can't really comment. I guess so. He was asking so many questions. I thought for sure he had an opinion. Would it change your opinion if I had agreed with Timo or whoever? Not necessarily. I was just curious what you thought on the matter. It's not right for me to judge his opinion when I've only heard it from your mouth. The only fair way to form an opinion is to hear each of you and your points and reach a conclusion from there. I should have known. He's a lawyer through and through. I think part of me wants Nolan to take my side, though. Nolan thinks it was the best choice. Good. After watching a short while, I ask him another question. Say, how did you and Miguel become friends? That again? I thought I told you and forgot. But I'm sick of talking about me. I want to hear more about you, Nolan. About me? You're nuts. I stare at him intensely, which finally guilts him into talking. It was back when I first entered high school. My father won a case defending the son of a pharmaceutical company, someone everyone clearly knew was trafficking drugs. Oh, his family must have made strong lawyers even back in the day. Of course, the media hounded my father and dug up all the dirt they could on him. It was bad enough that people started talking about me behind my back at school. All the students, even the teachers, said despicable things about me and my phony father. He stares off into the distance, rolling his cocktail slowly in his hand. Why you? That doesn't even make any sense. You have nothing to do with what your father does. I know, but back then, only one person was smart enough to think the same. Don't tell me that was Miguel. I knew it. Miguel was the kind of person who wouldn't stand for that either. He yelled at everyone, saying I had nothing to do with it and that they were stupid for thinking that. That was even before we knew each other. We never even talked back then, but still, he shouted so loud you could hear it across the school. That sounds like Miguel for you. I didn't let all the talk bother me. I knew it was just baloney anyway. But to come out and confront people about it takes someone special. That's so touching. Anyway, that's probably how it all started. We spoke to each other more and more after that. He might say something different, but that's how we became friends, I think. Nolan takes another sip of his drink and smiles. I wonder if Miguel remembers that. I should ask him when I get the chance. Knowing more about their past seems to make even my heavy heart feel light. Nolan rolls his glass again with a longing gaze, as if reminiscing about the past. Style checkpoint. We talked so much that night, by the time we leave, it's already well into the night. So, you were having non-alcoholic drinks the whole time? Of course, how else would I drive us back? That's true. Here I thought he could just hold his drinks really well. Sorry, here I am enjoying the drinks that you even paid for. Don't worry about it, I invited you, remember? True enough. I rub my eyes, drowsy from both the drinks and a long day of work. Feel free to sleep if you want. I'll wake you when we get back. Thanks. I doze off, drifting into a drunken slumber. We're here. Shaken awake by the shoulder, I notice Lilac Court coming into view. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to really fall asleep. It was my idea. Nolan unbuckles his seatbelt and steps out, opening my door soon after. Be quick, it's raining. It's only when I squint my eyes that I see he is telling the truth. It was beautiful weather all the way through the evening, too. As I ponder such trifle things, Nolan wraps his arm around my back. We'll make a run for it. Oh, that's a cute image. After closing the car door, he pulls me under the cover of his jacket. In no time at all, I'm tucked in tightly against his chest. While I'm pressed against his broad chest, his alluring cologne graces my nose. It's gotten into me. My heart races, his arm practically hugging me into an embrace. As he leads me through the rain to the entrance, I notice he's getting drenched. Wait, you're getting all wet. Better I get wet than your hair and clothes, he replies in his usual cool demeanor. But still, maybe he's used to being this close to someone, but I'm sure not. How much longer until we get inside? Together we dash under the cover of Lilac Court's sleek and sharp entrance. When we break apart, the cold, moist air suddenly assaults my skin. Well, that sure woke me up. Thanks. Nolan pulls off his jacket to shake off some of the water. No problem. It was a good way to burn some time. Good night. With that, Nolan turns and leaves for his room. I meant to say thanks for shielding me from the rain. Is it just me, or do I smell like him now? I walk down the hallway alone, trying my best to settle my pounding heart. Oh, isn't that the best when you smell like his cologne? A few days later. Michelle, have a minute? Timo asks as I'm inspecting an extracted blood sample. What is it? I'm just about to take these results to the lab. Could you take this video disc to the Kaleido TV station when you're done? He sets down an envelope next to the microscope I'm using. The envelope is bulging, barely big enough to fit the contents inside. I'll be heading out for lunch soon, so I don't mind, but why Kaleido TV? I mean, they only broadcast national television after all. They asked for an intro video for the Institute to use on a special about wild animals. They're going to talk about us on TV? That's awesome! I get all excited when I hear the news. If just one more person supports our work with the Kaleido leopards, it'll be a huge victory. And to think, the whole country might be watching the program too. Yeah, normally I deliver it myself, but something came up that I can't get out of. Leave it to me. I'm so excited I'm getting featured on TV, let alone by such a big station. After Timo gives the business cards to the director and I change my clothes, I head off to the TV station. Thank you for bringing the footage all this way. You're welcome. I hand over the disc to the director after he comes and greets me at the reception desk. And he told me what day it will air too. I'll have to set up my TV to record it. With that errand out of the way, I turn to head back to the Institute. Don't you think you're putting too much pressure on the businesses? That voice! I glance upwards, hearing that flat, sarcastic voice I know so well. Above me is a large monitor with a familiar face on it. It's Nolan. If you keep complaining about rights and democracy, the problem will never get solved. If people have time to blame others, they should spend it improving their skills and create worth for themselves. Mr. Nolan Jr., you don't seem to understand the difficulties of the unemployed. Without money, how can anyone gain the necessary skills for employment? It isn't a money problem that holds people back. perhaps they are too busy blaming the government and businesses to improve themselves from within. You and everyone who shares your opinion are what's holding them back from what they need to succeed. Good on you, Nolan, I agree. Unbelievable. You're only here because you were able to stand on the shoulders of your father. Your opinions mean nothing to me. The only thing that matters is making my clients happy. You filthy. If I can't hold a rational argument, there's no reason for me to be here. Let's take a short commercial break and let this heat settle down. The female announcer scrambles to recover the program and calls for a break. Well, I wasn't expecting to hear Nolan all of a sudden, so he's doing debates on TV too. I know it's a debate program, but the other person seems awfully mad. I hope it turns out okay. I wait for the program to come back, but it apparently isn't a live show. The monitor switches to a different program airing on Kaleido TV. I guess they're just playing samples of their programs on the screen. Wish I could have heard the rest of that. Then again, maybe it's better I didn't. I think to myself while glancing back up at the large screen. Come on, Nolan, it'll be fun. Huh? A young, sweet voice calling a familiar name catches my attention. No way, it's the real Nolan now. Nolan marches firmly out of the elevator that just opened on the same floor as me. A beautiful, long-haired woman leans flirtatiously against him. That woman, her hair and outfit is different, but she's the same one who was on TV just now. The woman rushes to catch up to Nolan as he marches straight towards me. I quickly jump behind the cover of a nearby decorative plant. What am I hiding for? It's not like it matters if he sees me. Not tonight, I have plans. You always say that. I'm not going to let you use that excuse tonight. It's against my policy to be seen with women after hours in public. He says something that I find very hard to believe. Didn't the two of us just go out to the bar together? So what if we just hang out in private, if you know what I mean? Lowering her voice, the woman makes a suggestive remark with a sexy smirk. I've got important business with you. You wouldn't let a girl down, would you? If it's about work, take it up with the office. Nolan rejects her teasing and ends the conversation with an indifferent smile. What the? Nolan, come back here! Now is the worst possible time to be seen, but he's coming right for me. I shrink down as small as I can behind the plant, but Nolan passes by too closely. His eyes spot me and he comes to a stop. Just great. I came here for work. Trust me, I didn't see or hear anything. What am I just saying? Without even changing his expression, he looks down into my eyes. Thanks for waiting. Come on. What? He grabs my arm and begins dragging me away. What? Waiting? Since when? What's going on? I'm being pulled away by Nolan without even the slightest grasp of the situation. Nolan! Who's that girl? Who do you think I am? Her furious voice rages at Nolan from behind. I only know you from the show. I never recall being on a first-name basis with you. Goodbye. He swiftly turns around and imparts those words with her before hustling out of the station. Hey, Nolan! You don't have to pull like that. I can walk by myself. I protest to Nolan after we leave the building and the woman far behind us. He loosens his grip and finally lets me go. What are you doing here, Kayla? I told you already. Work. I dropped off a video for a documentary on animals a little earlier. Is that really all right back there? Saying all those things to someone you work with? Won't you have a hard time getting on TV for debates if you make her mad? I don't do debates because I like it. It gets in the way of work, for one. Really? I would have bet he went on TV because he liked it. Still, TV can be a useful tool to build some recognition, though the disadvantages clearly outweigh the benefits, at least in my opinion. Nolan grumbles with a disapproving grimace. I'm sick of people who chase my fame without even knowing anything about me. Huh? Is he referring to that woman back there? It's good you were around to save me. Thank you. Sure, but I didn't really do anything. But at least I'm glad I could help him out. If you're going back home, I can drive you by car. No, it's okay. I was just out on lunch break, so I'll take the subway back to work. Alright, take care. Bye, see you later. After we wave and part ways, I head back towards the subway. Strolling down the walkway, I softly touch the arm of mine Nolan had clutched onto. He sure pulled me a lot, but it doesn't even hurt one bit. The sensation of his gentle grip around my arm fades away as I head back to work. So that's the end of the chapter. Look forward to the next one. Oh, Kayla, I was looking for you. Ryan was thanking you for coming to visit his bar, but the problem is, I heard you went there with Nolan. I'm pretty positive that he's trying to catch your heart. Any problem? No, nothing at all. Oh, you guys are going to the pool in the next chapter, right? Pool? I haven't heard anything about it. Where do you guys just pop out from? Jeez. Well, when it comes to pool, you got to wear a swimming suit. Wait, does that mean she's going to be close to one of you guys? Kayla in her swimming suit? And you guys half naked, huh? Sounds like a wild party. Nolan, Miguel, no matter how sexy Kayla may be, keep it in mind to be a gentleman, got it? I can't guarantee that. No comment. Kayla, be careful. Miguel and Nolan, main story chapter 4. Okay guys, well we'll see what happens at the pool